Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, sellers, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson, which is very brief today, is titled Staging of the Exterminators. Now, this is going to be in two parts. I'm going to keep this real short today because I saw this clip, and a lot of brothers have actually been bringing out videos on it. But then I saw this other clip which I'll bring out, and it's all starting to make sense. You put two and two together because Esau, when he comes up with great ride here on Great Babylon America against the Babylonians, the so-called Americans, and in particular towards the tribe of Yasharala, okay, tribe of Israel, so-called Black Americans and Latino, he's going to bring this up in the stage here. So we're seeing right now where people are about to start to rise up against the government because of the institution of this. So let me play this clip here for you.
Are you in New York? Well, you better not cough, because if you do, they can take you away. As a matter of fact, even if you're not coughing, they can take you away. Under the new Rule 2.13, isolation and quarantine procedures gives the state of New York the ability to come into your home and take you away to quarantine without any notice for any virus or infection they deem necessary. You don't even have the option to fight it. You don't even get due process. It's not like, a 5150 in California where you get that 72-hour hold to make sure that you're not dangerous. No, you get hauled off. They don't even tell you where they're going to take you. They don't even tell your family where they're going to take you. And if you refuse to open the door, they'll kick it in, even though there's no reasonable, articulable suspicion whatsoever, let alone probable cause, and no warrant.
And as you saw in that clip, okay, this is what's taking place in New York. Now, we know New York is always the experimental ground, okay, for a lot of the things that Esau is going to be bringing here across America. Okay, next is going to be Chicago and most likely Los Angeles. Let's go now for a scripture. This is the book of Zephaniah 2. And verse 3 says, Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shai, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's Yahweh Shai's anger. And we look at the word meekness, and it means the fact or condition of being meek, submissive, which is what? Submitting yourself, okay, to the teachings of the prophets that are out here on the highway and the byway. Now, this requires faith, and we know we have a lot of distractions out there with your Christianity church. You have all these other camps out there like IUIC and WFI and Sakari and all those other ones like that. And there's just a myriad, okay, of people out there that are professing to be the true prophet of the Lord. But we know that the real teaching really comes from the men, okay, that are teaching the likewise doctrine of Great Millstone, starting with the elders all the way up to the affiliates. Okay, now take a look at this news article here. This is going to be about a minute or two.
I love you, Joe Biden. Thank you for everything, Joe Biden. I'm a good person. I want to be a good person here in the United States.
I came here because I want quality life. America is a land of opportunity.
Masses of single men are flooding our southern border in Pima County, Arizona, creating a free-for-all that's overwhelming border agents and raising security concerns all across the country. Bill Malusian is live in Lukeville, Arizona with the latest. And yesterday you stunned us with video, and judging by that scene behind you, it's not stopped?
No, it's not stopping, Dana. The numbers are actually getting even worse. Multiple CBP sources telling me this morning in the last 24 hours, Border Patrol alone has made more than 10,000 apprehensions of illegal immigrants. That does not even include CBP ports of entry. And you can see the situation here in Lukeville behind us. We got well over 800 people waiting in line here after they crossed illegally overnight, waiting to be apprehended by Border Patrol. Once again, it's like deja vu from yesterday. You can see these guys are coming in from all over the world, a lot of African men, mostly single.
And as you saw in that news article, what do you see there? You're seeing what can be described as military age men, okay, or basically young men that look very fit. They don't look like somebody who's crossed a desert and dehydrated or starving. These are men, okay, that have the capability of executing whatever commands that they're given from the United States government. And the spirit is on many of us to see, or you could see, that something is up. How simultaneously, they're doing this law, okay, or this bill in New York, and then also additionally they're increasing the rate of traffic, bridge toll and emission, taxes and all those things out there. And this migrant, or the sudden surge of migrants that in particular look like Hamites to me, okay? And they describe them as African. If you know anything about these Hamites, a lot of them, are these child soldiers from Sierra Leone and these other parts of, Uganda, and you can, Zaire and all these other nations where you would have internal civil war. So Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, the Babylonian ruler is hand selecting the kind of men that are going to do the genocidal or the extermination work here in Great Babylon, America. And this has a problem because they look like the JK here in Great Babylon, America. They look like the Caribbean, the so-called Caribbean blacks and the so-called African American blacks when you take a look at them. So when they start doing all of these extermination and start doing all the things that they were brought over here to do, the Edomites that are here in these other nations here are not going to be sitting down or analyzing, okay, is that a Hamite or an African, or is that an African American? Simultaneously, Esau has young Jake's out there doing grab and goes and smash and goes and all these other, thievery and robbery and all that stuff. So that the people mindset right now is these niggas. And then now you have these niggas. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, so this is something to watch here, because this is how this devil is working and how he's doing it. So this is why this is going to be important, okay, that the hopefully elect has a hedge of covering in this time, because when the guns start firing, okay, and it could be from Jakes who are trying to protect themselves, or from what they think is other Jakes, which might be these Hamites and these Edomites and these other nations, and all of that chaos erupt here in Great Babylon, America, okay, nobody's going to distinguish between, the good Jakes, the hopefully elect, okay, or the 2/3. And this is why only Yahushua Hamashiach, who have the angels to overlook his men and women and children that he has selected, is going to be the only protection we're going to have. Let's go into the book of 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them, or shall rail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So there's no escape, and we seeing still the mirth. These groups out there, including Christianity, right now they're celebrating, the birth of white Jesus and Christmas carols, and Santa Claus is coming to bring gifts, despite the fact that the economy is going down. They're trying to ignore the obvious, which is what? A great extermination is coming to Great Babylon, America. Let's close it here with the book of Jeremiah 14:15. It says, therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I send them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in the stand. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. So people hate to see men like us who preach doom and gloom. In the back of our mind constantly it's a gloomy future here for Great Babylon, America, but a bright future and a hopeful future for the hopefully elect, which we believe that we're the hopefully elect, okay, and hope to be elected, okay, and taken out of this place, or at least have the protection of Yahweh Shemashai during the time when this is coming, because we're going to see this. Okay, roughly paraphrasing it, the scripture tells us that what? 1,000 should fall on one side and 10,000 on the other, but nothing should befall thee. So if you're off the hopefully elect, no matter how messed up your life was, or how messed up your life currently is, or the situation you're in right now, you're going to be protected. So just wanted to bring this out, because we're watchmen and we're watching the headlines and what's going on out there, and we're seeing death is creeping up very, very, very cunningly towards the people here in Great Babylon, America, and they're not aware of it. They're asleep. So let the goes to make him long going on to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakakadash. The blonde is a teacher, elders, and apostles of great Muslim, likewise brothers that put on the truth, faithfully feed the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom.